time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Rivers on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
At the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Who that? Check, check. Lucky. Hey, go orange.
Now Rivers. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Kyle Rudolph.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 30.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 31, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Minnesota.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Vikings nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brings up second.
Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you're throwing a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. It's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Vikings.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Sharp. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Again, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph.
Minnesota.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Rivers Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Rivers on the money, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll throw again, Rivers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead.
The kick is
no surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, watch the sled. Watch the sled.
Rivers now to throw on first down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
No good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to let it go again. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken in the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's
2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down at 15 after the false start. Cousins again. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Catch made here by Campbell. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd down and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 55's my guy. 50.
From the gun, Rivers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week. Another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 39.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Jonathan Taylor.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
I'm scared. Hey, check right. Watching your guy. Here we go. Here we go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Campbell making the catch. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A pickup of 13 yards. It's now 3rd down and 8.
Let's get it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Daniil Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Darius Leonard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and long.
3rd and long for Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Ben Banagoo. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going up top. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
45-yard line.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Rivers to throw this time. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Minnesota.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
On play action, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses, but in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Rivers fires this into the flat, complete, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Complete to Michael Pittman. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Line 54. Line 54. You
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, 76 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julian Blackman brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
12.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called.
A gain of 2 yards.
Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They get this out quickly to the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just